rising higher, never taking a seat. From the first note to the last, we're never done. This is the anthem for everyone. Power! Turn it up, pick up the bass, here we go, let it roll. Power and fire, we're taking control. SM6 studio, we stand tall. Within the shadow, we'll never fall.
Hey! Hello! Welcome back, you bunch of string picking guys and gals, to the String Pickers channel here at my obscene studio. And for part 3 of the cool music effects pedals. If this is your first time on the channel, get ready for it. Like and subscribe, by the way. This is the last and final part to the cool music pedals. When I bought these pedals, I bought them 3 at a time. I bought distortion, and I bought reverberry, and then I bought the modulator. Kind of sounds like a Terminator movie. Modulator. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted 3 pedals for this very reason. I wanted a good distortion pedal that give me a variety of distortions and overdrives, which the multiple does exactly that. Also wanted a good reverb. However, I didn't understand when I bought this reverb that it had so much on it. And the same goes for the modulator. This pedal has some very, very unique effects built into it, and we'll go through that right now. I'm going to do the same as I did in the last video and put up on screen a close-up of this pedal so you can see what's on it too, right here. Gotta watch it, that thing sneaks up on me sometimes. So we're starting out at the very bottom as we have the Dyna filter. We also have a wah for this pedal, and this one is kind of more like the envelope filter. It's not like the wah that was on the reverb that I bought. We have a detune, a chorus, a vibrato, a tremolo again, a flanger, a tremolo and flanger together, and then we have a phaser, a rotary, and a ring. Now these 3 bottom buttons are going to be the mix, depth, and speed of each of these effects. 9-volt power in, no battery, a single mono in, and a single mono out. I am just going to say it. What you heard at the beginning of this video was a combination of all 3 of these pedals. I had just a little bit of reverb on there. I had the distortion going. I had it set on the number 1, which I still think is sort of similar to a Mesa. And then I had this pedal on there with just a bit of chorus on it. Had the chorus speed way down, but I had the depth way up. And it sounded really good to my ears. You guys, you might not like it at all, but it did sound good to me. So I'm going to hook this thing up, and we are going to go through the features of this pedal today. Just stupid thing. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to hook you up. Why won't you cooperate? Why can't you just cooperate? You know what time it is. Oh man, that's so good. I used to not be a coffee drinker. I might have drank 2 cups a year. Now it's like 2 cups a day. I don't know. It's good though. Today's guitar of choice is going to be Rocky. Rocky is my West Creek Atheris that I had won from the Fretnot channel here on YouTube, Fretnot Guitar Reviews, or at Fretnot1. For those of you who haven't subscribed to their channel, do it. Just go over there. I mean, look at this. Look at this thing. Rob and Colton are some really cool guys. They give away a guitar almost every week. As a matter of fact, I don't think they've missed a Saturday since I've started watching them, and that's been maybe 6 months now that I've been watching them. Those guys are awesome. Their memberships pay for them to do stuff like this for this community, and I just can't thank them enough. I love this guitar. I really do. For a budget guitar, and I didn't have to do a whole lot to it. I actually just made 1 or 2 modifications and that was it. Put some locking tuners on there, put that string bar on there, and took off the string trees. And that is pretty much all I had to do to this guitar. I think I did put some foam in the back where the trim springs are so that I wouldn't get ring out from those. But all in all, this is a fantastic guitar. This is what a beginner guitar should be right here. This is just an amazing guitar. Great pickups, some of the best budget pickups I've ever heard in my life, alongside the Safu Invader clones, that is, because those at this moment in time happen to be my favorite. So what we're going to do is we are going to hook this bad boy up right here, because I have not tried this guitar through that pedal board, and I am just dying to know what kind of sounds I can get by using this guitar with these pickups in it. These pickups are something similar to what bare knuckles look like, but they have that screaming 80s tone. I love the 80s and 90s rock and roll. That was a point in my life where I grew up as a teenager in the 80s and in the early 90s, and it takes me back. It just takes me back. So I am going to spend about 5 minutes getting all of this stuff hooked up. You guys are going to spend about 0.5 seconds waiting on me to do so. Hey guys, Casey from the future here. Just wanted to break in just for a second and give you a laugh. I'm editing the video that you're actually watching right now. I wanted you guys to know how much work I put into these videos. It's not really work until this shows up. This is Vic, because of the lighter flame on his face. He always gets separation anxiety and has to come back and hang all over me. Okay guys, here we are. I apologize for the cords. I'm having to, this USB-C needs to be longer. So we are, as you can see on the screen, we have the distortion and a noise gate, and then we have a modulator and the reverb right there. So right here's our clean tone. We do have the Leo James IR box hooked up on the same setting as the last 2 pedal videos, because if I run these straight through the mixer, there's a whole lot of EQing that I have to do to get it sound right, whereas with the Leo James IR box, all I have to do is pick my favorite cab and it just sounds better. Clean tone. So let's go straight into the modulator. We're going to look at some, my help if I plugged it up, you know. All right, let's go straight into it now that we have it plugged up. And we are on chorus. I love the chorus on this, is so rich. I love that. Okay, so we have our depth set at about 3 o'clock. We have our speed dialed almost all the way down so that we can get an accurate representation of what each one of these effects will do. Now I am going to go through and adjust here and there per each effect. This is the Dyna filter. Now if we dial up the speed on that, This is sort of an envelope filter. The wah may be something different. I may have to look at that. Yeah, that's what it is. So let me dial up the speed a little bit more. That acts actually as a sensitivity on this effect. Not bad. I like it. I'm glad that I've not played much with that effect. And this one here is the wah. Let's see what that. No, it's the same as the reverb. It's the same kind of wah. Not bad. I'll take it. Give you some of that older, old rock and roll stuff. This is the D tune. Now, if we adjust our speed knob up, turn it all the way up and see what that does. Kind of brings the pitch down just a little, not by a lot, but does bring it down a little. But that's not why I bought this pedal. This is why I bought this pedal. Now I've got the speed turned up. That's actually where I like it. But you can turn the speed up and you get this effect, which I don't care much about. This is your vibrato. Turn the speed up on that. It's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy what these pedals can do. And this is going to be the tremolo effect. That's a really nice sounding tremolo. I do love that. And we are going to go to flanger. And this is tremolo and flanger together. You kind of get the picture on that. Now, keep in mind, a lot of these are adjustable. You can adjust the speed, the depth, all of that good stuff, the wet-dry mix, and all of that good stuff. So let's go to phaser. And let's go to the rotary. This is supposed to mimic the old rotary style amplifiers from back in the 50s. Turn the speed up just a little bit. Okay, and let's go to ring, and ring is sort of another pitch shifter. I don't really care a whole lot about that one. That's one effect on here that I think they could have used something else besides that effect. But my favorite and the whole reason why I bought this was the chorus effect. Okay, so now we've covered the modulator, and we've covered the reverberary, and we've covered the multiple distortion. How about we do a mixture of all three of these pedals and see what kind of tones that we can get out of them then. So let's just turn on the reverberary. We are going to dial it back to room 2, which happens to be one of my favorites on that pedal. And we get this tone. Kind of spacey. And let's turn on the distortion. Little bit of noise, not a lot. Turn on the noise gate. There's no noise. You kind of get the picture. We're going to turn the decay on the reverb down just a little bit. Okay, and let's get rid of that, and let's go with our Golden Horse Overdrive. Turn our reverb off. However, I do get some overdrive tones from the multiple pedal, but I like the Golden Horse really well for the overdrive tones, especially when I mix it with the Donner Blues Driver. I get some really good overdriven tones. This is just the golden horse by itself. And when I want to go straight to a high gain distortion, so yeah, that is it for the modulator pedal. I'll tell you what, let's go straight to thoughts and opinions on this pedal. And guys, there you have it. That's Cool Music effects pedals. I mean, I don't know how I've missed not being on the Cool Music effects pedal train, but I'm sure glad that I decided to try these out. And it's just a reminder that if you're getting into music, you can get into music for not a whole lot of money. And that's what I base this channel on, is you don't need the most expensive guitar out there. You don't need the most expensive effects processor out there, the most expensive amps out there. You don't need all that stuff. You just need good guitars, good pedals. Learn how to work with them. Learn how to work on them. You can get great tones. I've played through a guitar that would cost you about $220. That's what I played through. Now, what you heard was without an amp. I went through a $35 IR box. I went through a $25 distortion, and the reverb and modulator pedals were basically about the same money for that. As a matter of fact, let me put up the price right there to show you guys what I get for this one. And you can go back and compare between all three of them. For $100, you can get these three pedals and absolutely have any kind of effect that you want to put through your little amp that you have at home, or through, let's say you do have monitors, or you do have something that you can run them through like that. I have not yet run these through the carbon, the modulator, and the reverb. I have run the distortion through the carbon. This sounded absolutely awesome. So next video, even though this is the end, this is part 3 of the review of these pedals. Next video, maybe for an opening song, I'll just use these pedals through the carbon, mic that up for you guys, and let you hear how that sounds. But yeah, my ratings are this: 4.5 stars on the modulator, and I'll tell you why. Normally I give 4.8 if it blows me away, but what I have to say about the modulator is this: the modulator could have done without the ring effect. That is senseless to me, but that is personal preference. That's the reason why I'm rating it 4.5, is there is absolutely no use that I can ever think of to use that ring effect. Number 2 is they have a tremolo and a flanger and a tremolo plus flanger. I really don't think those two effects sound good together. I think they could have used that spot to put some other kind of modulating effect in there. But that's it. That's the only cons that I have. For the price point, who can complain? I'm not complaining. Do I look like I'm complaining? Does it look like I'm complaining? So yes, I'm just going to say it. Stellar reviews for all three of these pedals. Just stellar reviews. I love the fact that I can get just about any sound off of this pedal board now that I'm looking for the style of music that I play. Now, I know there are a lot better pedals out there. I do. I know that there are pedals out there that cost you $300 for one pedal. And that makes all the difference in the world. Gives you a rich tone for what you're looking for. I understand that. And if you feel like you need to do so, you can go out and buy one of those pedals and you can be happy with that. But here at the String Pickers channel, we talk budget pedals and budget guitars, and we work on these things to make them better. Sometimes you get budget stuff and it ain't all that great. But I'm going to teach you how to work on those guitars, teach you how to make them better, and I'm going to give you reviews like this. So if you decide that you need to go out and get you a pedal board and a small little amplifier, then that's fine. You can do that. So yes, 2 thumbs up, all 3 pedals. I'm totally ecstatic about these 3 pedals. I think that they have some more pedals. I don't know. I'm really going to have to look into that. May come back and revisit some of their other stuff later on. I'm not really sure, but we'll look into that. But guys, that's all I got for you today. I really appreciate you stopping in for this 3-part series of the Cool Music Effects pedals. These pedals are awesome. Go out and get you some. I am not sponsored by them in any way, but if you have a pedal board out there and you use pedals on your pedal board, this might be something you want to consider buying, especially the distortion, because out of all 3 of those pedals, distortion is my favorite. That's the one that I love the most. That gives me a great tone. I love the distortion pedal. So yeah, I'm just going to say it. I'm not sponsored by Cool Music. I'm not sponsored by Amazon, which was the place that I ordered these from. I'm not sponsored by anybody. This is 100% my honest opinion. I will not be paid to lie about any product. You're going to get my honest opinion out of every product. I don't sell out here at Obscene Studio. I give you what you need to know when it comes to these pedals and how I think that they are. You can take that with a massive grain of salt. It's completely up to you. As always, guys, I pray that you and yours are having the best day ever. And I pray that God is with you all. Until next time, later.